Jaychandra Maharanji,
Jajinendraji, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, hope everyone joins today.
yeah,
Not sure how mom is going to make it. Next week she's going on a tour.
yeah.
You know,
So last night I had a class of Prakrit with her, and she was saying that next week, Sunday, she won't be able to have a class,
yeah.
but the following week, Sunday, we should have our regular class. So we will miss one class.
Okay. So maybe
Yeah.
that's for this class.
That's why she wanted to start last week itself so that she can catch up on that class. But
Okay.
it seems like because of the exams and the schedules, the things didn't work out.
Yeah. So more people joins today.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know whether because it was not officially announced when the things are going to
Yeah.
start again. I don't know whether people are prepared for it. I
Yeah.
saw a couple of messages, Shobha ma'am and Bharatji had messaged there.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see how it goes. How are your studies going?
Good. Actually, yeah. So this couple of weeks, so I'm kind of resting. So I'm now listening to more provisions related to this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you studied Purusharth Siddhi Upay before?
No, no,
No, okay.
no.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was listening to the Friday Hindi class. There were
mm.
quite a few good tips ma'am was telling,
Oh, okay.
not just about the book,
Mm.
but about in general
Mm.
um managing our affairs to have more spiritually engrossed life. She was talking from a naturopathic point of view.
Yeah,
Uh, it was very nice. It was very informative lecture.
yeah, yeah. That's a big advantage for ma'am. She's a kind of all-rounded in different subjects,
True,
so she can
true.
one to the another so that we are getting the benefit.
Yeah, exactly. I have a friend here who has joined Parmagam.
Mm.
He listens to madam's lectures and then he goes and attends the class.
Okay.
So he says that way he can get understanding from two different teachers, and the
Mm.
perspective also can be much more broadened.
Broader, yeah,
Yeah, ma'am has got very good. Like it's a she is a resource
yeah,
we cannot compare.
yeah.
Especially no matter whatever the subject is, she
Mm.
comes up with so many suggestions for us to imbibe on.
Yeah,
It's amazing. It's amazing. I get to see lot of different worlds from her. Like
mm.
in Prakrit as well, she manages to connect the language with philosophy, with history, with
Mm.
the benefit of understanding a language, an ancient language for that matter,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
uh, the spiritual as well as social context of it.
Yeah,
So, whichever way you would bring her in,
yeah,
she does bring it to a spiritual context at the end of it.
yeah.
Which is a very I should say a very skillful way of going on with studies and education,
Yeah.
which I find like uh, as much as a lot of people say that you want to be uh, you want to be connected to the subject and let the subject talk itself.
Mm.
uh, she has a different approach. She says that a subject can only be interesting if it has a context to it. Otherwise, becomes mere ritual.
Yeah,
So, as much as we understand that learning a subject or learning a language is always going to be very bland, so to speak, because there's not much to add to it. Whatever is there, you have to just understand the grammar and go with it. But she makes that grammar, teaching of the grammar, understanding of the grammar very, very interesting. So, yeah, likewise, so even when she was talking about teaching Purusha Siddhi Upai to the Friday in Hindi class, she went into the Prakrit of it, and she said this is a Prakrit um, language, and that is Sanskrit language, Chanda. So, how those languages also can improve your understanding of what is being discussed over here. She was encouraging people to study those languages. She said once you learn those languages, you are able to get to the context of the message coming across it. I suppose the central message that I catch from it is that because we are always in different zone of time, influenced and understanding different languages through those zones of time, we tend to get stuck onto that language, and whatever message we get into that language is what we take as the correct interpretation without giving it much more deeper thought or deeper introspection, which then can sometimes be a hurdle for us to understand the reality. So it's a very, very noble thought.
Yeah, when we read in the original language as it was written by the author, the intent gets communicated more clearly than the translation.
True, true. What I have started noticing when I read Prakrit texts now in Agamas is that I can sort of feel connected to the author there. When I say connected, as in what mindset that author could have been in, what information he's trying to communicate, and the words he's chosen, what many different types of intentions could be relayed from those words, and what is the real interpretation and the intention that I should be looking from it. So it is very, very interesting, very interesting. It just changed the whole perspective of time and space and communication and all those things.
Yeah, it definitely takes one variable out of the context when we go into the translation. Even when, with the same word in the same language, two different people interpret in different ways. The
True,
same
true,
word,
true.
depending on how one is taught in their, how one they studied in their younger age, what he was taught, and all those things makes the same having a different context. Yeah.
True,
So the translation adds more variables to it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And especially when we are doing it as a leisurely activity more than a scholarly activity, it can make it a very different context altogether. When it is a scholarly activity, you try and go into trying to digress those information, maybe seek other references to confirm those information, confirm the meaning as well. But if it's a leisurely activity, you just say, okay, he said it and I have understood it, and that's it. There is no further discussion about it. Very interesting.
I know who is iPhone 1008. You are on mute.
It's Bharatji.
Bharatji, is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Wait, it shows a different one, right? Let me just.
Now we can see you, Bharatji.
Yeah. I will change. I rename it.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know why it happens. Many places that happens to me.
Okay.
They refuse to recognize me.
Can recognize your face.
You guys are kind to me.
Janendra, everyone.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jayendra. We should start with the prayer, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Namo Arihantam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Arihantam, Namo Vachayanam, Namo Sarvasvahanam, Yesu Panchanamakaro, Sarvabhavapanasana, Mangalananda Sarvesan, Paramam Paramam. Jai Janendra.
Jai Jayendra.
Jai Jinendra, all of you. Jai Jinendra.
Jai Janendra, ma'am.
How are
Jai
you all
Jayendra
doing?
Shubham.
How are you all doing?
Surprisingly, you were quiet for 5 minutes, ma'am.
Uh, I was quiet for 5 minutes. I connected and I was going searching for my charger.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not well. I got this very bad cough for 20 days actually. It's not going.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. And
If it is dry
Well-
cough, there is one Ayurvedic medicine, ma'am, one powder and Ayurvedic. If it is a dry cough, for me, it immediately stops.
what is it? What's it called?
I will send the picture.
Yeah, please.
Mahendraji, have all of us got the books yet?
I don't know. Sorry about it.
Okay.
I have got my books here.
What
I
book is it? What are the books?
So for this year, this semester, I think we probably only need one, two actually. Let's see.
4 actually.
Because Agam ke Naye Dravyarthi, Samay Sar, and Purusharth Siddhi.
What are the main ones?
So the
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra,
Jayendra,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai Jinendra. How are you all doing? Jai Jinendra,
Very
ma'am.
well, ma'am.
All good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Chalo. Prayer done, no? I saw Mahendran sir doing the prayer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I'm a little late. There was a call from Mara Sahib. I was attending that. The portions for this semester, as I see you all were discussing it, I'll help you out with it. We have 3 papers as usual. First paper is Purushartha Siddhyupaya, PSU. Gatha 1 to 110. Today I'm going to give you the summary of the whole book, 226 Gathas. Not Gathas, Chand. Sanskrit mein Chand, Prakrit mein Gatha. Okay. Then second paper is Agam ke Naya. You studied Nishchay and Vyavahar Naya. That is Adhyatma ke Naya. Spiritual point of view, say. Helping Naya. Now Agam mein or what are the other Nayas? So Agam ke Naya, Dravyarthik, Paryayarthik. So you have a very thin book, but it is a very, very tricky one. So that we will see. Third is Samay Sar. We are introducing Samay Sar. First, we will do the introduction of Samay Sar and the author of Samay Sar and the commentaries, commentators. So that is given in Swanubhuti ji's mother Shuddhatma Prabha ji's PhD thesis on Kund Kund aur unke Tikakar. You know, so that you have to study from page number 64 to 94. Please get the English translation of this. I will not provide. You have to ask the team leader to get it from the translation committee. And then you have Samaysar 1 to 25 Gatha, which you will read from Anushilan, which is again a huge commentary written by Bharil Saab on Samaysar. So that you will study 1 to 25 Gathas. You are going to study. So start reading Samaysar, start memorizing if possible. At least the Purva Rang you memorize. So next Janam you will get it Bachpan se Samaysar. Okay. So these are the portions. Now, we will do the summary of Purushartha Siddhi. Paper 1 we will do for 1.5 months. 1.5 months. Agam ke Nay will take 1 month. So maybe Purushartha Siddhi can go for 2 months. It depends. And Agam ke Nay 1 month. And the other Samaysar and its Gathas will do for 2 months. So 5 months is our semester. Right? So first of all, congratulations to everybody for the promotion to the 4th year of Paramagam Honors course. And I appreciate you all on board, having you on board. Okay. So, and you can also listen to my Hindi class on Purushartha Siddhi, Friday class, the link. The link is there, Friday evening class. Otherwise, ask for it and I will give it to you. You can listen to the Hindi version of the same class that I'm doing today. Okay? Chal. So all of you please take this book, Purushartha Siddhi. It's a wonderful, wonderful book. And you have Vijay K. Jain's English book also. Vijay K. Jain from Dehradun. He's brought out the English book also. But this book is more, what to say, Hindi books now, they take you to a deeper level. But in English, no, that depth is not maintained. It is not maintained. It doesn't come out only in it. I write articles in English, I teach in English, but I promote the Indian languages and literature. Okay, you can see the relatively how I talk about things. English is just a very comfortable means of communication, but it has robbed us of so many things. It has robbed us of so many things. Okay. Chalo. So this book, Purushartha Siddhi, is written by the great legendary Acharya Amrit Chandra Acharya Dev. Amrit. Mrit means dying. Amrit means immortality. Chandra means coolness of the moon. So the Acharya who unhone apna naam sarthak kiya, he lived according to his name. He always experienced the immortal nature and he was always cool like a cucumber. All because of the learning, and he knew Sanskrit, Prakrit, logic, devotion, all kinds of literature he has written. And you have the details of that Acharya given in the book, Amrit Chandra Acharya. So not much is known about him, okay, but still we know something. He was very far away from all this Maya, Moh Maya and all these kind of things. And he was always trying to explore the spiritual quotient. Not explore the spiritual, he was always working on the spiritual quotient by exploring the spiritual personality that is there within all of us. Okay. So he says very nicely, he says in Samaysar Kalash, given on page number 6 of your book. Page number 6 of the Prastavana. Prastavana is written by Ratan Chandji Bharil. And Pandit Todarmal ji has written a Bhasha Tika on this book. Bhasha Tika means he's written a commentary. And this book carries the essence of that commentary and the text. Clear? This book carries the text also and the commentary also, the essence of it. The translation is done by Vaidya Gambhir Chandji Jain, Aliganj. And the foreword is written by Pandit Ratan Chandji Bharal. And the editing of this book is done by Pandit Brahmacharya Yashpal Jain. All great people, all great people. And published by the Todarmal Smarak. Okay. So you have the English versions also of this book. So please help yourself. And in exam, you have only the Chand reading. Chand meaning, not the commentary. But you should try to read the commentary. So there is our Virendra Patni sir in the Friday group who takes the extra classes. I take only once in a week class, but he takes 5 days a week or 4 days a week and helps them to read what I don't read for them. So you can join for his classes also. They have one Friday evening study group. So you can be a part of that also if you want to study more. If you have time and if you have the interest, you can join over. Okay, so let me know. I'll give you the link. You can join over there. Chalo. Now
Sure,
page
ma'am.
number 6. Huh?
Okay,
Hello.
ma'am. Thank you.
Just ask for it. I'll give it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now on page number 6, I cannot read every line of the book. I will teach you the crux. I'll come to the summary of the Purshat Siddhyupai. And what day of the week is 19th, 18th, 19th, Shobha madam?
Sunday and Monday, ma'am.
No, 18th is Sunday.
Yeah, 19th is Monday.
Okay, then 2 Sundays I will not be available. 2 Sundays I'm not available. So you have to help yourself. I'll be traveling, so I cannot take the class. If you want, you can fix the class for some other day of the week. You know, for these 2 weeks, you fix some other day and I will take those classes. Like Thursday, you can fix. And uske baad Monday, you can fix. Before I leave, on 9th, I'm leaving. So before 9th, I'll take one class. And I'll come on 18th. So after 18th, immediately I'll take one class. So 2 classes will be done. So maybe even for an hour and a half, if you can get the Zoom link, you can float it and let me know and then float it. And then we can have those 2 classes. Otherwise, it will be a long gap and we'll miss out on important things. Okay. Chalo. So he says, you should read the Sanskrit. So now you're going to all fall in love with Sanskrit. That is it. Very simple Sanskrit. Sanskritam. Very simple. You can read with little effort. Okay. Chalo. And there are so many pravachan on Purshat Siddhyupai on YouTube of Godhaji, of Sumat Prakashji. You can go to their playlist and check from there and start listening to them. Before I give you the summary, and according to the summary, you can read those, hear those lectures and help yourself. Okay? Done? Will you all help yourself?
Yes,
Chalo.
ma'am.
Chalo. So, Majjantu nirbharamami samameva loka aloka mucchalati shantarase samastaha aplavya vibramati rasakaranim bharena Pronmagna Esha Bhagavan Avabodha Singh. This is from the Samesar. Doesn't matter. He says the Jeev in this world is suffering only because of Brahm. Brahm means delusion or illusion. You know, delusion is the main cause for Brahm. And it is, how we all put a blanket on us. We all put a blanket on us, no, when we sleep. So like that, the Jeev is having the blanket of delusion on him. Clear? And when that blanket of delusion goes, the Jiva appears. The Jiva manifests or appears. Okay? And then what happened? What happens? He's realized himself, no. So he's a reservoir of knowledge and bliss. So he'll experience that knowledge and bliss only. And then he will dive deep into his nature and he will never want to come out. For this in Bhaktamar, you have that shlok, no? One who has tasted the tasty water of Ganges. Why he'll take the salty water of the sea? You know? So here the tasty water of the Ganges is the Atma ka Gyan. And the salty water is Indriyam ka Gyan. So we are all taking to Indriya Gyan because we have not tasted the Atma Gyan. Yet our mind goes behind the Indriya Gyan only. Why? Because it has not tasted the Atma Gyan. Once it tastes the Atma Gyan, it won't go behind the Indriya. If your Atma is going behind the Indriya Gyan, means it is talking about Atma but not actually knowing the Atma. That way we have to understand. So it humko bhram ho gaya. We are all in a state of illusion, delusion. So once that goes, then wo prakat ho jayega. And then you have to dive deep into it and remain over there. This is what happens in the Muni Dasha. Okay? Now he says very beautifully, he says, Ai kathamapi mritva tattva kautuhali san anubhava bhava murtaihi parshvavarti muhurtam. Even for one muhurta. Muhurta means 2 ghadi. 2 ghadi means 48 minutes. 1 ghadi is equal to 24 minutes. So for at least muhurta, parshvavarti, be near. Consider your body as your neighbor. Consider your body as your neighbor. Even if you have to mar khap karke, even if you have to die, mahan kashta uthana pade to bhi, become curious about your tattva. Kautuhali tattva. Tattva ka kautuhali san. Ban. Who is this? And just for 2 ghadi, consider your body as your neighbor. Come to your house. That is what he's telling. Okay. Then he says, page number 7, alam alam mati. Alam alam means bus, enough. Jalpaihi durvikalpair na alpaihi. Rayamiha paramarthash chintayantam nityamekaha. He says, so much has been told, so much has been thought. Enough now, enough to all that. Bas karo. Enough of listening, enough of reading, enough of thinking. Now experience the being. एकमात्र परमार्थ का ही निरंतर अनुभव करो. एकमात्र परमार्थ. परमार्थ मतलब the supreme soul. Experience that supreme soul. Why? Because there is no other essence in this whole universe other than the Samaysar Swarup Atma. Okay? The Samaysar Swarup Atma is the one that you are. Everything else is karma package. It is not you. Now come out of it. He's telling, liberate yourself. Realize yourself. Purify yourself. Liberate yourself. Conquer yourself. Work on yourself. See, such beautiful verses, no? All coming from Amrit Chandra Acharya. These are from the Samaysar Kalash. Samaysar was written in Prakrit by the great Kundakunda Dev. But he wrote the commentary called as Atma Khyati Tika. You know, and in Kalash form. Kalash means 4 lines Sanskrit and prose. He wrote the commentary. And you all know we lost Bade Panditji recently. Pandit Ravindra Bhai from Amayan. And when I had gone to Samay Shikharji for a shivir, 5-day shivir, and he took only 1 Kalash of Amrit Chandra Acharya Dev and explained for 5 days. Such deep meaning he threw on it. So his lectures are also there on YouTube. You can listen to him. Bade Panditji, Bal Brahmachari, Ravindra Bhai, Amayan. So, and just this morning I got a beautiful poem written in Prakrit by Professor Sudeep Jain on Panditji. Such a very simple Prakrit poem, and I could read in Prakrit and understand it. And as I have met him, I could relate with whatever he was telling. Just a small poem, and it was with the Hindi translation. So beautiful it was. Okay. So see, knowledge and wisdom is not wisdom. Knowledge is coming to us from all sides. But our antenna is moving towards the wrong side, means you can't catch the right things. So you have to work on your antenna only. And then that you can get that connection. Okay, dear. And one thing I would like to suggest to all of you is very beautiful. All of you do 1 hour of pranayam every day. 1 hour of pranayam. It can cure you of diseases also and जन्म के रोगों को भी दूर करेगा. And along with the pranayam, give these auto suggestions of Shuddhatma. With the Gyata Drishta Bhav, outside do pranayam, inside do Bhed Vigyan. Between the Atma and the body is your pran, is your Shwasoshwas. And when you work on that Shwasoshwas, you can detach from the body and attach with the Atma. Provided you have the scriptural knowledge of the Atma, what is Atma and how to meditate on it. And as a tool, you take this Shwas. You sharpen this tool, you can do that Bhed Vigyan very easily. Clear? And bodily posture is very important. Bodily posture. Sit like Bhagwan, walk like Bhagwan, talk like Bhagwan, see like Bhagwan. Physical fitness ke saath only comes spiritual wellness. If you ignore your neighbor, if your neighbor's house is on fire, even your house will be on fire. Your body is a neighbor. Keep it fit. See that it is not dirty. See that it is not sick. If it is always getting your attention, how you will give the attention to the Atma? So body, mind and soul are one unit in Indian tradition. Clear? But if you go to the doctor, at the body level also you have ek unit ke liye, ek organ ke liye specialist. Eye specialist, heart specialist, gastrointestinal specialist, ortho, this, that. They consider these parts as this thing. The whole approach is wrong, I will say. Whereas in Indian traditions, alternative medicine, we consider the whole body as one unit. And if you go still deeper, in philosophy, we consider Atma, mind, body, soul as one unit. And in psychology, they'll work only on the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. Mind related. Clear? So I'm just talking about the limitations and how you have to be wise. Okay? Chalo. And Amritchandra Acharya is called Munindra. Munindra means Munio me Indra. Munio me Indra. How you have Indra as the king of gods. All are gods, but he is a king of gods. Superlative. So like that, all are Munis, but he is a king of all the, supreme of all the Munis. He wrote this Purshat Siddhyupai Shravakachar. Shravakachar, householder diary, householder ethics, householder diary with the spiritual focus. Okay. And he wrote this in Arya Chand. He wrote this in Arya meter. And now what is the meaning of Pursharth Siddhi Upay? The meaning of it is given in Gatha. It will come, I will tell you. Purush means what? Siddhi means what? Upay means what? Pursharth means what? All that will come. So when you do this Pursharth ki Siddhi, reading Pursharth Siddhi Upay, you do the Pursharth ki Siddhi, then only your Brahm will go, your delusion will go. That we are in the state of delusion, that delusion will wither away or it will be vanquished. And then you will be able to see the Atma Tattva. Atma Tattva Lakhai. Okay. Then in the last verse of this book, he says, very humbly he says, that all these letters made the words made the sentences, and the sentences created this text. I have not done anything. Nothing has been done by me. That is his humility. After writing such a great text, he says, all these has been done by these words and letters and Pudgal. I'm only a knower and seer. Nothing has been done by me. So that is his level of spiritual awareness. Okay, detachment and all that. Now, what are his works? You have Atma Khyati, page number 9. Atma Khyati is a commentary on Samaysar. Tattva Pradipika is the commentary on Pravachan-sar. Samay Vyakhya is the Tika on Panchastikai. And then Purshat Siddhyupai is the Maulik Granth. And then Samaysar Kalash Tika is Param Adhyatma Tarangini. See, look at the names itself. Param Adhyatma Tarangini. Tarang means all waves of spirituality. And then Laghu Tattva Sphot is also a very beautiful book. 24 Tirthankar Stuti and very deep Tattva Gyan. Okay. and then Tattvartha Sar. These are his works, and the details of all that these texts are given. Yeah. Next is what to say. Yeah. We will go to the summary of Tattvartha Sutra. All of you will note down something now. Please, you will need this page for the next, this semester also and next semester also. So all of you take a paper and pen and please write down what I say. I'm going to give you the summary of 226 verses. First is 1 to 8. 1 to 8 is Mangalacharan and nature of Vakta and Shrota. Vakta means orator, Shrota means listener. You have studied in Mokshamarg Prakashak, no? Not same thing, but little more advanced things. Second, on page number 9, he tells you what is Purush. From 9 to 15. 9 to 15, he describes the, or you can say 9 to 16. He talks about PSU, Purushartha Siddhi Upay. Who is Purush? What is Siddhi? What is the Upay? What is it that he wants to tell us? Then on page number 7, verse number 17, Upadesh Ka Kram, the order in which he's going to talk. Now, there are 3 main chapters. From here begins the chapters. 20, page number 20, verse number 20 is Samyak Darshan Adhikar. Samyak Darshan Adhikar 20 to 30. 31 to 36, Samyak Gyan Adhikar. 37 to 41. Am I a little fast? You just write in abbreviation, you know, SD, SJ, SC.
Yeah.
I know. Adhikar ke liye just write A. Then you will go inside and you can see everything. What I'm telling is not written in one place. I've gathered it from the whole book and put it in my book, so I'm giving it from there. For 37 to 41 is Samyak Charitra Adhikar. He's going to talk about Ratnatraya. What is Samyak Darshan, Gyan, Charitra? Even though you have studied, you will understand that so little we have understood. So one step more, our advanced learning about the same subjects. In Jainism, not only in Jainism, the whole world can come under Ratnatraya. You know, it talks about tattvas. Tattva is all the 7, 9 tattvas. The whole universe they have there. Ajiv mein whole universe, Jeev mein this, everything is there. Okay, next. This book is great because, for one reason, you find at least 50 verses on ahimsa. So 42 to 90, around 49 verses on ahimsa. Now, what is Satya? 91 to 101. Hundred and 2 to 106 is Achaurya. The 5 great vows, no? Achaurya. You understand all these words, right? I don't have to explain them to you now. Achaurya. Then, what is the next one? Brahmacharya. 107 to 110. So your portions for this semester is up to 110. Only the Gatha and its meaning. We are not going to tell you to learn the Chand, learn the Gathas, learn the verses. So you see, whenever I say Gatha, you understand Chand, okay? Gatha is not correct. Chand, verse. So, but the remaining will come in your second semester. I mean, in the 4th year. Okay, so, but I'll give you the summary right now. Right, 111 to 128 is Parigrah Pariman Vrata. In Dashvaikalik Sutra, we have 6 great vows. You all know 5 great vows. The sixth one is Ratri Bhojan Tyag Vrata. If you take Ratri Bhojan, all the 5 vrat go for a toss. And you don't become eligible to take these vratas in the next life. You understand? Either you have taken these vratas, you take Ratri Bhojan, your vratas are gone for a toss. And when you take to this Ratri Bhojan, next birth we are not eligible to become Munis. So the first thing that we all should do is give up Ratri Bhojan and take up the Ratri Bhojan Tyag Vrata. Clear? Chalo, next one. See, I'll tell you one thing. Bhagwan Mahavir ke time mein, anybody went and listened to the pravachan, one pravachan they will listen and they will get Vairagya. Gajas Sukumal hai, Megh Kumar hai, so many people. And their parents will stop them from going for the pravachan. You know, Krishna Vasudev, he was told that your younger brother, when he grows old, he will take Diksha. So he never wanted to take him there. And when he was 16 or 17, whatever, once he told, where are you going? He said, I'm going to Neminath Bhagwan. Can I join you? He said, okay, join me. He took him. Avladhan Vairag Vandiche. Ho gaya Vairagya. Ek pravachan and Diksha. And our Dada Dadi, Nana Nani, they would go for the pravachan and they will take Ratri Bhojan Tyag, Jamikan Tyag. And these days, how much ever pravachan you listen, nothing happens. That is our Vakrata and Jadata. We claim to be very smart materially. Oh my God, Bharat lenge to band jayenge, bandhan nahi chahiye. Arey Baba, this bandhan is for your suraksha. I'll give you one example. You have the train, you know, because this word has come, it is prompting me to tell all this. Supposing the train is going on a track. So the track is bandhan. So now the train says, I don't want this bandhan. I'll go however I want to go. If it goes, what happens? Will it reach anywhere? No. So if you want to reach somewhere, you have to follow that discipline. Then only your train will go on that track and you will reach where you want. Otherwise, you don't know what you're doing. You're telling yourself, I have to go on that track, and you're going this side. Our train is like this, you know. Our mind train knows that we have to go on this track. But the Mohaniya Karma is that delusion is so prabal, it takes us on all these odd tracks. They are not tracks only. So that is our life picture in one example. I don't know, somewhere I just got this idea. I have not read this, it just is my mind, what to say.
It's true as well, ma'am.
No, it is true. It was so, like, immediately you can visualize, you know, you can visualize. The best thing of illustration is you can visualize things and understand better. That's why our Jaina Agamas are full of illustrations, you know. Bhagwan always preached with the help of illustrations for the common man. Okay, chalo, come back. So, Parigrah Pariman. So, you draw one line after Brahmacharya. So, that is for your first semester. And next is second semester. Ratri Bhojan Tyag 129 to 136. Why Ratri Bhojan and all those things. Next comes 137 to 147. Gunavrat. Gunavrat means they enhance the power of the Anuvratas. Guna means multiplication. They multiply the advantages that you get out of the Anuvratas. If Anuvratas are there, means Gunavrat will be there. And all Anuvrat and Gunavrat are to come in the discipline of Shiksha Vrat. Shiksha is, Vratas are all disciplinary vows. Primary vows Anuvrat, multiplicative vows Gunavrat, and disciplinary vows are the Shiksha Vratas. Shiksha. And these Shiksha Vratas are practice of being a Muni, remaining a householder. You know, practice of being a Muni, being a householder are the Shiksha Vratas. So 148 to 174 is the Shiksha Vratas. Then 181 to 196, you have the transgressions, Atichar, of Samyak Darshan and the 12 vows. All these Atichar and all you have studied in Tatvar Sutra also, no? All that you studied in Sanskrit, in Sutra form, here in verse form. But different dimensions you will see. Next, Tap. 197 to 199. 200. Muni Dharma. Muni Dharma. 201. Shadavashyak. Shatavashyak. Shadavashyak when you do the Sandhi. Shatavashyak when you do the Sandhi Vichhed. 202. Trigupti. 202. Trigupti. 203. Fai Samiti. 204. Dasalakshan. 205. 12 Bhavanas. 2. Then 206 to 208 is 22 Parisha Jaya. 209 Upadesh of Ratnatraya. 210 Mithya Darshan. ये वहां रख दो ना. 211 How Rag is the cause of bondage. How Rag is the cause of bondage is told. 212 to 214 Fruits of Ratnatraya and Rag. What happens when you take to Ratnatraya? What happens when you take to Rag? 215 How bondage happens. Process of bondage. 216 How no bondage happens. Samvar. No bondage is equal to Samvar, Nirjara, Moksha Marga. Then 217 he says through Ratnatraya no bondage happens. 218 Tirthankar Gotra Prakriti bondage. 218 thing goes on to okay. 218, then 219 is talking about Antrang Tapa. No. Sorry. Wait. How Antrang Tap can come here. Just give me a minute, I'll come. 219 Devayu ke band ka karan. Some relation between Samyaktva and Devayu. 219. Okay. 220 he talks about he gives answer for that. Okay, 19 and 20 is about Devayu and Ratnatraya relation. It goes on up to 221. 221 it goes on. Okay. 222. एक पेन देना सर. 222 is Ratnatraya se moksha. How moksha happens through Ratnatraya. 223 nature of Paramatma. Bag sir. Bag. Nature of Paramatma. Paramatma Swarup. 224 Siddha Bhagwan. दे दो बैग दे. 224 Siddha Bhagwan. Hare Prabhu. 225 Naya. 226 he says I have not done the text. it happened. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we'll do from 1 to 10. So every class I have to do at least 10, 15 verses. At least sometimes 15, sometimes 10, sometimes 20. So like this in 5 weeks or 6 weeks, we should do this portion. All game? Already?
Yes, ma'am.
Already?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo, very good. Chalo, all of you take the first Manglacharan. Ye rakh do na. I need this pen. I need this pen. Rakh do. The Manglacharan, yeah, disclaimer, correct. Close the door, dear. So the other name for this book given by Todarmalji is Jina Pravachana Rahasya Kosha. Jina Pravachana Rahasya Kosha. Kosha means encyclopedia of the deep spiritual secrets, which is the essence of the Pravachan of the Jinas. So here he's the Manglacharan, the Doha is in Hindi, Purani Hindi, Dundari Hindi. So he says, Parama Purusha Nija Arth Ko Sadi Hue Gunavrant. Amrit Chandra Acharya. How did he become Amrit Chandra Acharya? Who is telling this? Todarmalji Sahib is telling this. He 10 o'clock. Parama Purusha, Parama means supreme. Purush means Shuddhatma. Knowing the essence of the supreme nature of the Shuddhatma, Sadhi means accomplishing that. Gunavranda, those who are endowed with all the spiritual qualities and sublime qualities and superior nature. And one who is filled with the Anand Amrit Chandra ko, I bow down. Vandatahu Sukhakan. Now this second one is a very twisting one. Vani bin ben na bane, ben bina bin nain bina na ban bane, namo Vani bin ben. Kuch bhi samajh mein nahi aaya. Hai na? He says, Namo means I bow down. First I bow down to what? Before that he's telling, without the Vani, supposing Tirthankar Bhagwan all got the Keval Gyan, but the Vani never flowed out of it. The Vani means the word formation in our human system. Okay? That Vani is not there. Then how the Vachan will come out? So without the Vani, no Vachan. Without the Vachan, how will you talk about the Nayas, the viewpoints? And if the viewpoints are not there, how you will understand the nature of the substance? Hence, Syadvad Rupavani will not come out only. If you have not understood the reality, then how you will talk relatively? I'll give you one small example. When you are a father to somebody, at the same time, are you not somebody's husband or daughter or whatever? Same time, you are. Likewise, when you are in bondage, at the same time, you are in the liberated state also. You understand? At the same time, you don't have to you have to realize that liberated state. Then you will overcome this bondage. Realization, it's all realization which happens in our Gyan only. So he says, ki Vastu Swarup ka, this Syadvad Rup Vani will not come out. And without that Vani, how we'll understand things? Hence, I bow down to that Vani that came out through you and which bears the hallmark of Naya and Syadvad. I bow down to that supreme revelation. Clear? Understood? Now read this. Vani bin ben na bane. Ben ka matlab hai vachan. Vani ke bina vachan nahi. Ben bina bin nain. Nain means Naya. You don't open your eyes of Nayas. Okay? Nain bina na ban. Ban means description. Without the Naya, the description cannot happen. Hence, I bow down to that Vani bin ben, the Vani that is Divya without the Shabda, that has come down directly from your soul. Clear? Next. So he is bowed down to Dev. Haan, bolo.
Does this refer to Jinwani or Saraswati, ma'am?
Yes. Jinvani Saraswati that comes directly from the heart of Paramatma.
Or from your own soul?
Yeah, we have to reach our soul through this Vani. Vani is coming from Bhagwan. But that Vani should elevate us and enlighten us. Then the same Vani, we become that same Vani. Will flow from us. And then we, in that realization, we keep moving towards our soul. And then we keep liberating ourselves.
Yeah.
Here it refers to the Vani that is coming from Bhagwan.
Yeah, Jinwani.
Yeah, Jinvani. Very good. No? Jineshwar Bhagwan ki Vani. From that Vani came the Nirakshari, Anakshari, Divya Dhvani, Anakshari, Nirakshari. It's a Divya Dhvani. Okay, and Shobha Madam had asked a question in the WhatsApp personally, but I could not reply. The Tirthankars, when they preach, remember?
Yes, ma'am.
So what I think I send you an audio message also.
Yes, ma'am. You said that it's generally the question was between the Samosarans when they are walking toward in the deshas from one place to the other, whether they do any prabhavna, and in which, because Samosarans are done in locations only. In between, do they do prabhavnas? Because that is one of the Sola Karan Bhavnas, right?
Why do you bring Sola Karan Bhavna here?
One of the characteristics of Arahant, because
No. Sola Karan Bhavana are taken up by a Samyak Drishti Jeev to bind the Tirthankar Nama Karma.
Yes, but one of the functions of Tirthankars is to
Prabhavna, okay.
To Prabhavna.
Okay.
And the Samosarans are done in locations once they
I
reach
got your
one.
question.
In between, when they are walking, do they do Prabhavnas? Other than Samosarans?
No, see here, you have read this book, no? Samosharan, Panch Kalyanak, Samavasaran, there all the details were there. So there you must have studied that Tirthankar Bhagwans, after they get Keval Gyan, they go above 5,000 feet.
Yes.
है ना? वो आकाश में उनका Samosharan, they are above, but the Samosharan is from down, and the Samosharan will not go with them, and Bhagwan is walking upper only. And how in Shvetamba tradition you have the contact, Gautam Swami asking this many questions and all that. तो वो यहाँ पर समझ में नहीं आता है. वो है ना, listen, now you listen to me. When you say prabhavna means, for that you don't have to talk. Without talking, your being itself is a prabhavna.
Oh, okay.
You understand? The being of that majestic personality itself is causing that impression in me to become spiritual and detached and all those kind of things. Just imagine our Prime Minister comes home. He doesn't talk anything. But just by knowing that he's coming home itself, will I not clean the house and keep everything clean and keep everything ready for him? So some prabhav is happening, no? And he simply comes and he goes. But how much media people will come and follow? How much neighbors will give me respect? So prabhavna is happening, no? Or just leave the Prime Minister, our Abhinandan sir. He comes to my house. How much of prabhavna will happen? Of patriotism and all these kind of things. You understand, Shobha Madam?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, but you also said when he is walking in 5,000 yojana above, this Bhaktamrama, where they say, na Unnitra Hema Pangaja, that Gatha, where they say that the Indras put the lotus flowers under his feet for him to walk. that we I remember you saying that is to prevent the one sense being from being killed when he walks. But when he's walking in the air, where are these one sense beings and all that is being?
See, you have to take that as a symbolic form. He's walking on the lotus means he's walking in a detached way. He's absorbed in his soul. He's not having that body consciousness of walking. That is a symbolic meaning of the lotus. Understand?
Okay. And why do the Indras come and put the lotus down there?
See, that is you have studied Tirthankar Bhagwan ke 34 Atishay, 35 Atishay, extraordinary qualities of his Vani and all that.
Ah, okay.
So that Atishay ke karan, that Punya ke karan, all these kind of things, Indra Bhagwan. See, Indra, no, he's a self-realized soul. Samyak Drishti hai. So he also wants to become a Vitragi Bhagwan like Bhagwan.
So by
But being in
serving,
Indra, enjoying the Punya, he cannot do that. So he knows the value of it and he wants it. So he serves those people who have got it.
okay.
And how will he serve them? By telling the world how detached they are.
Okay.
And telling everybody to get detached and attached with the soul, then detachment outside happens.
Yes, ma'am. But
Yeah,
it also means that they say that when the Samosaran, is it one Samosaran which is created and it goes with the Dharma Chakra throughout all his Desh, what do you call it?
Yeah,
Wherever. Wherever.
Disha.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Okay. So there are a lot. See, all these are very mystical things. So jaldi keval gyan le lo, sab pata chal jayega. Jaldi. And we are talking about the way to keval gyan only, so that all our jigyasa shant ho jaye.
Ma'am, we can say कि आके देव भी नमन करते हैं one who is absorbed in his own soul.
Devavitam naman santi.
Santi.
Yes. Chalo. Now, very beautifully, it is told in on page number 20. What are all the flaws? Brahm. Humko Brahm means you all understand Brahm, no? Maya mein, Brahm mein, Jal mein. We are in a maze of wrong understanding. So he says, what is all that wrong understanding kind of? He says, koi nar nishchay se atma ko shuddha mankar bhaye hai swachand na pichane nij shuddhata. Some people think that they have got Atma Gyan. They have got Atma Gyan, but they remain Swachandi. That means what? If your Atma means sit and experience Atma. But you're telling that I'm a millionaire, then why do you go and beg for happiness from the Indriya Vishay? If you're a millionaire, you won't go begging, no? And when you go begging, that means you're not a millionaire. Likewise, when you have an Atma Gyani, you won't go behind the Indriya Gyan. And you are going behind Indriya Gyan means you have got the Brahm that you have got the Atma Gyan. Understand? You've got the Brahm that you're in a state of delusion that you have got the Atma Gyan. That is the first point. Second point he says is that some people take to Vyavar, Dan, Sheel, Tap, Bhav. ये करना ही धर्म मानते हैं. They think I have done Dan, धर्म हो गया. I have done Sheel, धर्म हो गया. I have done Tap, धर्म हो गया. I have done Bhav, धर्म हो गया. Atam kauhit jani chode nahi modta. They don't understand the real welfare, the nature of how the real welfare of the soul can happen, and they don't give up this wrong understanding.
Ma'am, third and fourth of Mangalacharan not done, ma'am. Guru ura pavai appara.
Okay. I'll come to that. Okay. Next, third point he says is that some people think that Vyavahar and Nishchay are two paths of liberation. And they take the wrong path. Then he says, when he knows the Nishchay ke bhed Vyavahar sab, when he knows the divisions of Nishchay Vyavahar and he knows to apply them, then he will take to that application of it, applies them, he'll take firmly the application of it, then only he will become enlightened. Tabhi buddhata. Buddhata matlab enlightenment. Okay. So now come back to the third verse of Mangalacharan. Guru ur bhave aap par. Tarak ka varak paap. Sur guru gave aap par. Harak vach kalap. See, Dhundari Bhasha, this is old Hindi. So what he's telling is, Suguru, here Suguru kaun hai? Suguru kaun hai? He's talking about the Brihaspati. Brihaspati is the guru of the gods. Okay. So we all are Shuddhatma, we are all, kya hua? நான் இப்போ கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கேன் நான் பேச முடியாது நான் பேசிட்டு அப்புறமா சொல்றேன் So here is see we all are all gods only, Shuddhatma. So हमारे सुगुरु कौन है? The Nirgranth Munis. Okay. So Suguru, they talk what? Ur bhave aap par. Aap means self, par means non-self, others. Okay. So Suguru will क्या बोले अपने और दूसरों के मन को हरने वाले वचनों के द्वारा मतलब अपने see we all are reading this Janvani, so we are also fascinated by it, and when we talk about it others also get fascinated by it. So that is the thing. Then he talks about the path of welfare for the self and for the non-self. What is the path of welfare? So I bow down to such gurus. So तारक वारक पाप. तारक यानी तारने वाले और पाप को वारने वाले. तारने वाले means who can help us to swim the ocean of transmigration by giving up the path of sin. वारक पाप. देखो हिंदी में 2 वर्ड इनफ है, तारक वारक, बट इंग्लिश में बोलना हो तो कितना लंबा बोलना पड़ेगा. सुर गुरु गावे आहारक वाच कला. So सब क्लेश अंदर में जो whatever conflicts are there are taken away by listening to see my English may not be so fine tuned when I'm doing a translation kind of thing. ठीक है. Next he says very nicely, मैं नमो नगन जैन जन ज्ञान ध्यान धन लीन मैन मान बिन दान धन एन हीन तन छीन. कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. Don't worry, I'll tell you the English. See here, I bow down. मैं नमो. Nagan means completely detached. Digambar, Nagna. Atma is Nagna. The pure soul is Nagna. Nagna means not even having a body, no karma, no kashai. Pure soul, consciousness, Sachidanand Swarup. Jain Jan. The Jain who see this detached Nagna soul. Jain means who are working towards accomplishing it are Jain. And Jan who understand it. That Nagna, that spiritual nature. And here it refers to the Digambar Munis who see themselves as pure soul. Okay. Other than the Digambar Munis, here I'm not talking about a group specific Digambar Munis. I'm talking about the spirit of the Digambar Munis, which is there in Mahavidya Kshetra or at the time of Bhagwan Mahavir. That spirit, which may not be found here or may be found today. Okay, we don't know. I'm not the right person to comment on that. I've not seen. But he's talking about the spirit of a Digambar Muni who sees himself and other jiva as pure souls and detached. He sees everybody as Gyayak Bhagwan Atma. No Ragvesh. Thank you. Okay. And they are Gyan, Dhyan, Dhan, Leen. They are absorbed in their Gyan, Atma Gyan and Atma Dhyan. I bow down to them. Then he says, men means lust, sensual and sexual pleasures. Man means ego. They are without any lust and without any ego. And just as the clouds, they pour the rain and they don't, the clouds don't see whether you are a Jain or a non-Jain, whether you are a Samyak Drishti or a Mithya Drishti, whether you are, whether you believe in the clouds or not, nothing like that. They just pour. So like that, the Digambar Munis, they pour this Janvani without seeing this is my Shravak or not my Shravak, or that is the level of equanimity and detachment and this thing, So though, and then he says, "En heen tan chhin." En matlab they have kashai and kaya. Tan means body. En means that ego. Usko unhone kshin kar diya. Those who are devoid of that kashai and that kaya matlab they are not giving too much importance to the body. So I bow down to such great Gyan Swarup Nagna sadhus. Clear? So Dev, Guru, Shastra, तीनों की salutation, Mangalacharan has happened over here. And this is not written by Amrit Chandra Acharya Dev. This is written by Todarmal Ji. Now we will do what now the text starts. So 1 hour it took me just to give you a prelude to the whole text. Okay, it's 9 o'clock now. Just give me a minute. The first sutra itself is a sixer, It says, all of you listen, pay attention. Pay attention. Tad Jayat. I'll read Sanskrit also and I'll give the translation here. Tad Jayati Paramam Jyotihi Samam Samastair Ananta Paryayaihi Darpan Tala Iva Sakala Pratifalati Padartha Malika Yatra. Sorry. Tad Jayati. Tat Jayati mein sandhi hai. You have to break it. Tat Jayati. May that be victorious. Now see, the beauty of this text is they have given the Sanskrit sutra and then they have given the Anvayartha. They have broken the words and they have given it in the prose order in which you have to read the verse. Okay, so that is called Anvaya. So yatra okay, I'll give the word meaning first. Tad Jayati, it may that be victorious. Param, what should be victorious? Param Jyotihi. What is this Jyoti? When you say Jyoti, what do you think of? You think of fire, you think of lamp, you think of light. But here he is referring to the Gyan ki Jyoti. You understand? The Gyan ki Jyoti, the flame of Gyan. Samyak Gyan, Atma Gyan. Gyayak bhav ka bhan jisme hai. The Gyan in which the Gyayak only is important. And in that Gyayak, the whole Padartha Malika, Malika means Samuha of the 6 Dravyas is reflected. Samasta Ananta Paryaya Sahit, with all the Paryaya, all the Dravyas are of past, present, future are reflected like Darpan Tala, like a mirror, how a mirror has the property of reflecting, like that our Atma has the property, now also the property to reflect the whole universe is there in our Atma. But in the property roop, in Shakti roop. Okay, so Darpan Tila, Pratifalati, Dhire Sima, Pratifalati means reflected. Padartha Malika, Yatra means where all the Padartha of past, present, future, Paryaya are reflected. May that Shuddha Chetana Prakash, I am consciousness. What we are telling now, consciousness is a mental activity, but it has to reach the experience level. So let that experience of the consciousness remain victorious. So he is doing Mangalacharan to the Shuddhatma and that Gyan Jyoti. That Gyan Jyoti is there in everybody, but it is very dim for us. The dim light cannot expel the darkness. You have to have a strong light, right? To steer that darkness and show you the way and then you move on it. Got it? Any questions here? Any questions so far? Now you have to understand that in the pure soul, this Jyoti is burning, and every moment something or the other is reflected even for us. But in Siddha Bhagwan, the whole universe is reflected. But so quality say me and Siddha Bhagwan are same. But the degree of reflection is different for him and different for me. So I'm an Alpagyani and he is a Keval Gyan. Keval Gyan. For him, only the Keval Gyan is there. For me, in the Gyan, the Rag is mixed. So I have to understand the Gyan separately and Rag separately. Then this Gyan light burns, the Rag light becomes less. And what remains is the Gyan ki light. And then Vita Raga, all the Rag is Vita Gaya. Understood? Am I making things clear? Are you able to visualize things?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you
Yes,
able
ma'am.
to understand the Shuddha Jinvani?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now you read the commentary. You read the text. And there is so much of meaning in it. I cannot teach everything in the given time. And you have any questions, you can always drop a message on the group. I will answer it. So
Ma'am,
every day.
what is the use of that word Jayati? It says Tat Jayati. That means everything is being reflected, and there is Paryaya, the Nyan with the Paryaya is all reflected, all right. And he's saying it's like a mirror and everything. So what is being Jayati here?
Very good, very good. Jayati means may that memory of it remain in my mind forever. May I be associated with it. May I not be associated. Jayati ka matlab hai, with that Gyan Jyoti, I will conquer all the Raga. Conquer, when you conquer, no, when you conquer a land, the whole kingdom will celebrate, no? When you conquer your enemies, others will celebrate. But here it is celebration inside. Jayati means celebrating inside that Jnana Jyoti. You know, the sign of victory that I have achieved. Got it? And who can understand it better, Shobha madam, than you?
Okay, ma'am.
Huh? You know what it means to be a warrior, a fighter, a soldier, coming from the Air Force family. You know, that
Yes.
sense of victory, you know, of conquering, that you have conquering other enemies. But here it is always just the experience of the pure soul is only victory. Every moment, see, what we have now is Mati Gyan. In Mati Gyan, Smriti. Smriti only, memory only. See, that's why I told you that shlok, na? If you want, you all can write down. It is from Chandogya Upanishad 7.26. 7.26.2 something. Chandogya Upanishad says, very, very beautiful verse. Ahara Shuddha Sattva Shuddhi. You can just Google, you'll find this. Ahara Shuddhau Sattva Shuddhi. Memorize this verse. Every day memorize one Sanskrit or Prakrit verse. Or at least one charan of the verse. Memorize. वो ज्ञान में ही रमण करो. आत्मज्ञान एंड शास्त्र ज्ञान. शास्त्र ज्ञान में आत्मज्ञान. आत्मज्ञान में नहीं रह सकते तो शास्त्र ज्ञान. नो गोइंग एनीवेयर एल्स. ये प्रभावना है. दिस इज प्रभावना. दिस इज कारण, 16 कारण भावना. नया नया ज्ञान सीखने की भावना. Okay, so ahara shuddhau sattva shuddhi. Sattva shuddhau dhruva smriti. Dhruva smriti. Don't write. Just Google and you'll copy paste it in your system. Then learn it. I learned it long time back and it is guiding me still today. Till today. I can never forget this verse all my life. Ahara shuddhau sattva shuddhi. Sattva shuddhau dhruva smriti. Smritir lambhe. स्मृति लंबे और स्मृतिर लंबे सर्व ग्रंथी नाम विप्र मोक्षः. मिला आप लोगों को गूगल पर? आप लोग तो सब गूगल के सामने ही बैठे रहते हो. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
Google friend hai na apna. So Mila, now the meaning of this ahara shuddha, with the purity of food, your sattva means your subconscious mind, conscious mind becomes pure. Sattva shuddhi. And when this, how will you know this mind is becoming pure? Dhruva smriti, your smriti, that I am that sattva, becomes dhruv, becomes dhruv. And when this memory becomes dhruv, like for example, at the time of death, you remember your Atma. So you have conquered death. At the time of a disease, you remember your Atma. So that disease doesn't cause so much of anxiety in you. Supposing you have lost your loving one, at that time you remember your Atma. So that the suffering of the lost one is not so much. See how Gyan helps us. You know? So, Dhruva Smriti, Smritir Lambe, when the Smriti becomes Lambe, Sarva Granthi Nam, all the Granthi say Mukti happens. So, there is so much about purity of food in Jainism. See, I'm writing an article on this application of Anekantvad in understanding the relation between food, fasting, and spiritual evolution. What is the relation? Is there any relation? So this verse helps me. So if your ahar is not pure, so ahar is the best of the purifiers. If your ahar is pure, only then you can reach, you can manifest the purity of your soul. See, in an impure body, the pure soul will not manifest. It's as simple as that. The temple has to be clean, then only there the pratishtha of Bhagwan can happen. Like that, your body is the temple. That body has to be clean. Then only the pratishtha of Atma can happen. And or Atma is there in the body, but Atma mein Paramatma ki pratishtha. If your body is diseased, it will always catch for your attention. Then how you will attend to your soul? So your body is your neighbor. Keep it fit and fine. This is a part of your ahimsa. If your body is diseased, if your body is taking medicines, it is a part of himsa. Just last week, what happened? My mother was not well. I had to take her to the doctor and all these kind of things. She had a severe back problem, muscle problem, and constipation and all these kind of things. All these days, I have been telling her to do something. She's not listening. Exercise, food, posture, everything I've been telling her. She feels that I keep giving her a lecture. So I stopped giving the lecture. I only do what she tells. Okay, fine. So I never tell her anything. I'll just go listen, hi, hello, bye, talk other things and come back. She's not interested in spirituality. She's not interested in religious talk. She's not interested in the correct way of food and diet and all these things. So she's suffering. Okay, fine. Chalo, I took her to the doctor. The doctor gave all the tests. We did the test. And when the tests were diagnosed and all that, he told the same things that I've been telling. Madam, exercise karo, diet change karo, nahi to dawai or surgery par jao. Now she's listening to what we are telling. Yes. Now I'll do pranayama. Now every day she's doing that 1-2 hours of pranayama. And she's already just 2 days of pranayama and she's feeling the effect of it. That's why and even I have started along with her. We go there and we do with her the pranayama. She doesn't have that motivation. She doesn't have that motivation. For her children and the well-being of her children only is a prime priority. And the children are all busy in their life. Nobody has time for her. So I said, they are not interested. Why are you be interested in? अरे अपने शरीर के लिए तो ये सब कर लो, आत्मा तो चलो गई कहीं. You understand? If for our body also we are not following the right path, तो आत्मा के लिए right path follow करना is an uphill task. So all these beautiful books guiding us towards that. And if we don't take this journey of the spiritual discipline and physical discipline, where we will go? Some gati, there we have to learn the discipline. So we talk about rebirth and all that. She's scared. She's scared. I said, with fear, if you die, then samadhi नहीं होगी तो हम आपके ऊपर, हमारे ऊपर आपका जो कर्जा है वो हम कैसे चुकाएंगे? We are worried about that. You know, there is so much of debt. How much you have given us? You have given us birth. You have given us this beautiful Jain sanskar. How will we repay the debt? So me and my sister regularly we go and we are helping her with diet and all these kind of things. So why I'm telling you all this is कि ये जो आत्मा की ज्योति को it is burning right here in front of us, but without the scriptural study we cannot understand that light. We cannot understand that light. And without understanding it, how you will live it, how you will experience it, how it will become a part of your personality. So Dhruva Smriti. And then all the granthis will go. See, all the granthis are there in your gyan, in your body, in your mind. So you have to work on your body, on your mind, and then you will be able to work on your atma. All three are connected there. All three are connected. So with fitness comes wellness. Without fitness, there cannot be wellness. When I say wellness, I mean Ratnatraya. And when I say fitness, I mean Pehla Sukh Nirogi Kaya. Okay, chalo, mujhe hatna hai. Next, let us take the second verse. Now you will be able to read this verse and understand the meaning. You can take the help of Vijay K. Jain's book also, or any other book. नहीं, चाय दे दी. खाना कुछ है तो. Chalo. Second one. See, please, I'm telling you, there is so much details in the commentary. Please read it. Any doubt, post it. Okay, second one. Second verse. Paramagamasya jivam nishiddha jatyanda sindhur vidhanam sakalanaya vilasitanam viroda mathanam namamya anekantam. Namami anekantam. That means what? Nishiddha jatyanda sindhur vidhanam. Jatyanda means people who are blind by birth, janmanda. Hasti vidhan. You all know this famous example of 6 blind men and the elephant. You know, very, very famous example. It comes from here. This book is written around 1000 years before. Amritchandra lived 1000 years after Kunda, roughly. So this Hasti example, no? 6 blind men, you all know. The 6 blind men see the elephant. You all know, no? One sees the... Yes, see ka matlab feel. Yahan par he is blind, he cannot see. He feels the tail and he says the elephant is like a rope. At the same time, the elephant is like a pillar. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. So he thinks that the whole elephant is like a rope. But the whole elephant is not like a rope, only a part of it. Relatively, it is like a rope. Relatively, it is like a rope. So, Nishiddha means negating all the viewpoints of the blind people through the nayas. Okay, samast nayon se prakashit vastu swabhav. He talks about all the nayas and he tells us about the whole, the complex reality. And then all the virod goes. Now these 6 blind men are in a total confused state. He's telling it's like a pillar, but I saw that it is like a rope. I felt it is like a rope. So what to do? They're not able to reconcile. Then somebody with the eyes, he comes there and he tells that all of you are relatively right. But the whole elephant is not what you are telling. You have to at the same time go through all the 6, what all the 6 people are telling. He made each one feel all the parts of the elephant. Now everybody understood, yes, the elephant is not just this much only. It is this also, this also, this also, this also, this. Now where will be the conflict? No conflict at all. and all resolved. So he says, so I bow down to that Anekantvad, the concept of multidimensional reality, the Utkrishta Jaina Siddhanta, okay, by which I can understand the Jiva, which is complex. It is Ragi also, it is Vitaragi also, it is Jnani also, it is Agyani also. So I will understand that. So I bow down to, I, Amrit Chandra Acharya, bow down to the Syadvad, Anekantvad, which has got no partiality whatsoever. Okay. There was one web series, उसमें आया था, ईश्वर से भय मत करो, कर्मों से भय करो. Ishwar will forgive you, karma will not forgive you.
Ma'am, these 6 blind men, would they be referring to the 6 darshans of Indian philosophy now?
No, 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 no.
Okay. Okay.
Because Bharat mein there are not just Shad Darshan, there are more than 9-10 Darshan and 363 schools.
Okay.
But you can, at the broader level, you can say that this tool can reconcile all the Shad Darshan viewpoints. See, what we tell in the philosophy classes, that Sankhya, Nyaya, Vaisheshik, Charvak, all are right from their viewpoint. But what they are thinking is that our viewpoint is the only viewpoint. There they are wrong.
Right.
And from their viewpoint, what they're telling, Buddhism is saying that change is the only reality. We say change is also real, but it is not the only reality.
Right.
There is change amidst permanence, permanence amidst change. Vedanta says that there is only one permanent reality, all change is an illusion. Buddhism says there is no permanent reality, everything is in a flux. Only change is real. But whereas Bhagwan Mahavir's philosophy is Parinami Nityavada. Parinaman is also real, Nitya is also real, but relatively they are real.
Right.
That way. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You should all read Indian philosophy and Western philosophy. Read Indian psychology, Western psychology. Then you will
Right.
understand Jainism better. Read alternative healing medicine systems. Read Ayurveda. Read all these things. And at the same time, read all the modern science which comes closer to all these things. Then you will get the total picture of what we are trying to say. Okay, now
Okay,
I
ma'am.
don't want to boast, but I'll tell you, I've been doing all this for 23 years, 24 years. After I fell sick, I understood things and I explored all these things and I healed myself. So I'm able to talk with so much of stress and confidence and faith. Okay, so next verse. Understood this one? Virodha Mathanam Sakala Naya Vilasitanam. The Anekantvad, which includes all the Sakala Naya. Virodha Mathanam. So it removes all the Virodha. Virodha means all the conflicts. And then I bow down to them. Next, come to the third verse, dear. Acharya Granth. Lokatraya Aneka Netram. Lokatraya Eka Netram. Lokatraya Eka Netram. Nirupya Paramagamam Prayatnena. Asmabhirupoddhriyate Vidusham Purushartha Siddhyupayoyam. Lokatraya. Lokatraya means you all understand? 3 loka. All of you learn, pick up little Sanskrit. You will enjoy it. 3 loka. Eka netram. Advitiya, not second to anybody. The only one, supreme netra. Paramagamam, Utkrishta Jainagamam, Prayatnena, with great care, carefulness. I am going to tell you, Nirupyam. Nirupya means having known the Jainagam, Asmabihi, by me, Vidusham, for the Vidwan, for the scholars. This Purushartha Siddhyupai Granth will help you for your spiritual welfare. That is the meaning of this verse. I am doing the Anvayarth, Niche se. Okay? Now come to the fourth one. What is the nature of a Vakta? Am I authorized to tell you? He's asking. You all know Todarmalji question answer format, like that. Question answer. Mukhya Vakta. Vakta means, a Vakta means an orator should know these things. Otherwise, he's not an orator in the path of the jinas. He may be an orator in the material sense, but not in the line of the jina tradition. Mukhyopachara vivarana nirasta dustara vinaya durbodhaha vyavahara nishchayagyaha pravartayante jagati tirtham. Mukhya upachar. Mukhya means primary, upachar means secondary. One who knows the primary, secondary nature of the reality, and reality is complex. It is what it is. But one who knows to tell from the primary sense and the secondary sense. Okay, for example, when you say you're a father or a brother or a mother or a teacher, what that means, what that is mukhya. The other roles that you play are upchar, secondary. So when you're saying I'm a teacher, you also understand that from this viewpoint, I'm not a teacher. So when you say I'm Ragi Dveshi, from this viewpoint, you're Ragi Dveshi. From the Param Shuddha Nishchay point of view, you're not a Ragi Dveshi at the same time. That realization, okay? So Mukhya Upachar ke Vivechan se, one who removes the ignorance, Durbodha means those who are, it is very difficult for them to get the understanding. For such Shishya, they make things very simple and easy. And who is a knower of Nishchay and Vyavhar. Okay. Aise Acharya Jagat mein Dharma Tirth ka prabhu. These Acharyas only roll the Dharma Tirtha. So, how should an Acharya be? He should know the Nishchay Vyavhar point of view. He should know to apply the Nishchay Nay, Vyavhar Nay, Pradhan Gaun. Now, Pradhan Gaun is which sutra in Tatvar Sutra? Pradhan Gaun is which sutra in Tatvartha Sutra? Anybody? Chapter 5. Arpitan Arpita Siddhehe. Arpit means Pradhan, Anarpit means gone. Primary, secondary. Clear? That is what he's telling over here. Next one. Come to the... So what he's saying on page number 27 is that if you don't know this complex reality, you will not have faith in the reality. Samyak darshan will not happen. Then your agyan will not go. Your bhed vigyan will not happen. Hence, for the bhed vigyan to happen, you have to know the complex reality. You have to know the primary, secondary viewpoints to apply it. And then you can have Shraddha. Then your agyan will go. Then your bhed vigyan will come. Then your Chaitanya Swarup will be experienced. Then only you'll get the Paramanand. Then only you'll become liberated. Again, I will repeat. By knowing the Naya and application of Naya, okay, you will get the oneness with the soul, that is Shraddha. Then your ignorance about the self and reality and Moksha will go. Then Bheda Vigyan will come. Then you will understand your Shuddha Chaitanya Dravya, which is totally different from other Dravyas. Then when you know that Shuddha Chaitanya Dravya, you will get the Paramanand in it. Then you will absorb in it. Then you will get liberated. Clear this part, page number 27, bold letters it has been given. So those who don't, now take the reverse. Those who don't have this Naya and those who don't apply the Nayas will not get the Shraddha, oneness with the pure soul. The ignorance will remain intact. Bhed Vigyan will not happen. The Chaitanya will remain unexplored, ununderstood. Okay. And then the bliss, the happiness that we are seeking, we will not get. And we will remain in samsara. Got it? Got it, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am, Is it then right to say that if somebody is not going through the same channel as has been explained here, but claims that he has understood or he has realized himself, is actually a mithya drashti?
Yes, in Srimad language, he is Shushka Jnani.
Okay,
Shushka Jnana.
okay,
Shushka Jnana means dry grass, no value. Green grass, some value. Like that Gyan in which no value.
right.
It's only an intellectual Gyan, but not at the Shraddha
Okay.
level, Pratiti level, Anand level, Anubhav level. See, when you have that Gyan, no, it will reflect in all aspects, humility, sincerity, everything, it will come out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will
Thank-
lead to Swachandipana.
Okay. Thank you.
And even though we are on the path of the jinas, we are not on the path of the jinas. We are not on the track.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Chalo. Next one, fourth ho gaya. Come to fifth one. How he is talking about both the nayas. Nishchay and Vyavhar. The other name for Nishchay and Vyavhar is Bhutarth and Abhutarth. More about this you will read in Samaysar. Bhutarth, Abhutarth. If you don't know what is Bhutarth, Abhutarth, sab bhoot lagega aapko.
We have spoken about that last time as well, ma'am.
When we did the Nishchay Vyavhar book.
Yeah.
Bhutarth, Abhutarth. So Bhutarth means Nishchay. Abhutarth means somewhat Nishchay but not Nishchay. Vyavhar. Now listen, he says, Nishchayam iha bhutartham vyavaharam varnayantya abhutartham bhutartha bodha vimukha prayah sarvopi sansarah. He says that Nishchay is called as bhutarth and vyavahar is abhutarth. Vyavahar will talk about that which is abhutarth, varnan. Nishchay talks about that which is real. Vyavahar talks about that which is not real. Prayah, bhutarth nishchay nay ke gyan se virudh. Prayah means 99.9999% people don't know the application of Nishchay and Vyavahar and they go against the Nishchay path. Hence, samasta sansara swarupa. That sansar is not the world in which we live. The sansar is that which lives in our minds. That perversion, ignorance, mithyatva is sansar. Sarvopi sansara swarupa. Api means be. Okay, so now this bhutarth, abhutarth, all this we will study in Samaysar also and we will study here also. Next, we'll go to the next sutra. Very beautiful on page number 29. Very nicely, he gives one example. He says, you all know dirty water, not dirty, we'll say contaminated water. Okay, so the contaminated water is pure or impure. Even though the water is contaminated, that it is potable water. But it is with the impurities. So what people do is, they drink the water with the impurities. But only some people, what they'll do, they'll take the alum, fitakri, and then they will allow all the contaminants to settle down and they get the pure water and they drink the pure water. So they see the pure water amidst all the contaminants. See here, listen to me very carefully. Drinking the pure water means experiencing the pure soul. Then all the contaminants will be upsham. Vishay, Kashay, Mithyatva will become upsham. That can happen only in the experience of the soul. See, if you apply the nayas, you will go to experience of the soul. When you explore that experience only, all the upsham, mohaniya will, samyaktva, kya bole? Upsham, samyaktva will happen. Clear? So, somebody drink this pure water. And in that pure water, what he's telling, Nirmal Jal ka Swabhav. Nirmal Jal, that pure water nature is like the pure consciousness state. And in that अपना पुरुषाकार प्रतिभासित होता है. अपना पुरुषाकार जिसमें when you understand the swabhav, in that swabhav you see the reflection of the pure soul. Like water has to be still, only then you can see your reflection in it. If it is wavery, you cannot see the reflection, even though the potential to reflect is there in that water. So likewise, our mind is our soul is agitated by all mental activities. It is always in the vibration state. It is not in the stillness state. So you cannot see the reflection of the pure soul. It has to be still. Only then the reflection that is always being created will be realized. You don't have to create the reflection. Only the realization, the pratiti, the abhas will happen. थोड़ा समझ में आया? थोड़ा. Hello, my friends, everybody.
Yeah, ma'am.
From now onwards, if you don't interact, I will not teach. You have to interact every 10-15 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Either ask some question or make a remark.
Mhm.
Bolo.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's just a start of that process. I can't say that I'm able to understand or get the information, but reflection of that information is yet to happen. So it's in the process.
So you know what is that alam? That alam is Shuddha Naya.
Yeah.
That alam is Shuddha Naya. So how much Nayas you apply, but the reality is beyond Naya. Reality is
True.
beyond Naya. So apply the Naya and then leave it and then go to the experience of it.
Yeah.
Enjoy. You know, Pandit ji says, अरे निश्चय व्यवहार सब छोड़ दो, एंजॉय करो कि मैं आत्मा हूं, बस खत्म हो गया काम.
Yeah, that's true.
And enjoy being that I am आत्मा, मैं आत्मा हूं, मैं त्रिकाल ध्रुव चैतन्य स्वरूप हूं, अभी हूं. Over. निश्चय व्यवहार and all, keep it outside. Naya is only for you to understand it, but not always to be preoccupied with it. You have understood the way to go home. Now go home. Go home, that's all.
Yeah.
Finished.
Yes.
No. I understood it like this. I'm thankful to all the teachers. And you're not taking one step towards it. I'm so grateful to all the teachers who showed me the way home. Thank you so much. God bless you. Mala pehnao, shawl pehnao, sab karo. But raste pe mat chalo. You're not moving. What is the use? That's what we are in. Oh, Kund is great. Bhagwan is great. Tirthankars are great. All are great, but Atma is not great. They all told Atma is great. We are telling you are great. So when will we understand the magnanimity of that Trikali Dhruv Bhagwan Atma? Then only all our Brahm will go, Atmanubhav will start, Moksha will start. Okay, so come to verse number 6. Am I helping you read the text? So what we are doing is textual study.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Tatvar Sutra, all textual study. You're all indebted. We all are indebted to Paramagam Honors course. Swanubhuti madam, who brought this out. Otherwise, we would not have known about all this. See,
Very
I
true.
told you I got the whole bundle of books from Smarak. I was reading all that. In between, this course came. You know? So I will always be indebted to all these great acharyas and people, always have that sense of gratitude. That will make you humble and peaceful and मान कषाय को जीतने में help करे. Okay, चलो, come, श्रोता. Now, श्रोता कैसा होना चाहिए? Are we good? Are we worthy listeners? Are we qualified to be listening to them? What qualities we should have? See here. अबुद्धस्य बोधनार्थम मुनीश्वराः, ये हो गया ना? Oh, no, yeah, be beautiful. देशयन्ति अभूतार्थम व्यवहारमेव केवलम अवैति यस्तस्य देशना नास्ति. Pandit ji talks about this deshana nasti. Yes, tasya deshana nasti. For him, this Deshna is not helping him. Deshna nahi hai uske paas. You all know 5 labdhi, no? Shavsham labdhi, Vishuddhi labdhi, Deshna labdhi. Then comes Prayogya labdhi. Then comes Karana labdhi. Very beautiful. Read this Panchalabdhi book by Ujjwala Shah. Beautiful books. Abuddhasya bodhanartham. Buddha means wise. Abuddha means unwise, unintelligent, ignorant. Bodhanartham, for his bodha, munishwaraha, muniyon ke ईश्वर, है ना, मुनियों के ईश्वर, ग्रंथ करता आचार्य, देशयंती abhutartham. They give the preachings of abhutarth also. But an ignorant Shrota, he considers that Vyavhar itself as Bhutarth. He considers that Abhutarth itself as Bhutarth, the path of moksha. Kevalam, Vyavharameva Kevalam. Avaiti. Avaiti means janta hai. He knows the Vyavhar only as the real one. Uske Deshna Nasti. Now, this is the mistake that our soul has made in past lives. We were Munis, we were Shravak, we have done everything, Vrat, Tap, Jap, Niyam, Sanyam, everything we have done. But we consider doing that as Moksha Marga. We did not understand our being nature. And we thought we are doing, and we thought we are the doer of all this. We did not know that we are Gyata Drashta. Only that Vyavhar, we were doing Jhuta Vyavhar. That is all Vyavhar, but Jhuta Vyavhar. Without the right understanding, all this Vyavhar is called Mithya Darsh Charitra. And with the right understanding, the whole doing becomes right. All Vrat, Tap, Niyam becomes right. So, yes, Tasya Deshana Nasti. Yaha Tasya Deshna Nasti. Yaha means Jo Jeev. For him, usko, us Mithya Drishti Jeev ke liye, this Updesh is of no use. What I'm talking, he will not make the best out of it. Okay? So here he gives the example of ghee ka ghada. Supposing you have one vessel at home, you have a container in which ghee is kept. So how will you tell your child to bring that? Will you say, give me that steel jar? Or will you give me that earthen jar? Will he be able to bring that ghee ka ghada? Or do you tell him, please get me the jar in which the ghee is kept? Simply you'll say, go and get the ghee pot. But the pot is not made of ghee. It is a pot which contains the ghee you meant. But you did not explicitly tell that, but he understands that. Oh, she wants me to get the pot in which the ghee is kept. But if you consider ghee ka ghada, oh, get me the ghada which is made of ghee. Now he goes and searches, where is a ghada made of ghee? He'll find anything? Nothing. Nothing is there. The pot is of the earth only, of the mud only, of the clay only. The pot does not belong to the ghee does not belong to the pot. But because they both are together, you have to use this Vyavhar Bhasha and say, get the ghee ka pot. But what you have to understand? You have to understand the pot in which the ghee is kept. Likewise, when they say Vrat, Tap, Niyam, Jap, Karo, that means understand that you are not the doer of all that. You are only a knower and seer. But that we don't understand and we think that we are the doer of all this, so we are only, we remain Mithyadrishti. So, Deshna Nasti. Isko aap kitna lamba kar sakte ho karo. How much you want to elaborate on this, you elaborate for yourself. Am I in the Deshna of Bhagwan or am I simply knowing that I'm in the Deshna of Bhagwan? Okay. So when we say karmas are there, understand at the same time Gyan Darshan Swarup Atma is without the karmas. Okay. When you are doing Samaik, at the same time understand you are not doing the Samaik, you are only the doer of Gyan Darshan. So when I say you are a human being, at the same time understand I am not a human being. When the Jeev is Dev, at the same time understand it is not a Dev. It is Dev by the karma ka uday, Dev paryay. But at the same time, it is Gyan ki paryay. Okay. So, when somebody is telling you that you are Atma, don't think I am Manushya ki Atma, I am that Atma. I am Gyan Atma. I am Siddha Bhagwan ki Atma. No. Siddha Bhagwan ki Atma, Manushya ki Atma is all Gyan Atma. That is ghee. The Ghada is Siddha Bhagwan and Manushya. But Atma is not Siddha Bhagwan, Atma is not Manushya, Atma is Atma. Okay, so if we don't understand this Chaitanya Swarup of the Atma, and we will think that some Parabrahma is Parameshwar and he will do something for me, we'll remain in ignorance. Okay, next, come to Sutra number 7. Vyavhar Naika Shraddhan, very nice example he gives over here. Manavaka eva simho yatha bhavatyanavagita simhasya vyavhara eva hi tatha nishchayatam yatya nishchayagyasya. Manavaka. Manavaka means a wild cat. Simha means lion. Now just imagine a tribal person. Tribal ko chhod dijiye. Tribal people will know what a lion is. Some child who doesn't know a lion. But these days, though, children have all this YouTube and Animal Planet, so they know lion. Now, what example I have to give? Just imagine Dada, Dadi ke time mein, no TV, no mobile, nothing, no jungle, no forest. And one Dada wants to tell a child what is a lion. Now, there's no lion in the village. But he wants to explain what a lion is to that child, how he will do. So there will be a cat in the village. He'll look at that cat and he'll say to the child, look, just like the cat, the lion is. You know? So Manavaka means the cat, Simha Rupa hota hai. Sorry. But this child, no, he thinks that cat only is lion. So can he know the real lion? Can he know the real lion? So here he is telling, a person who is totally ignorant about the lion, and he considers the cat, it's a wild cat itself as a lion. In the same way, a person who is ignorant of the Nishchay Swarup will consider the Vyavhar as Nishchay. Now, if this is the case, why this Vyavhar and all is told? Directly tell Nishchay, no. So the child, no, he does not know the reality. Nishchay is the reality. But he's familiar with the Vyavhar. He's familiar with the cat. So with the help of the cat, I want to help him understand the lion. But he is not so smart enough to apply it and understand that, okay, Dadaji told that cat, the lion is like a cat. The lion is not a cat. So even though the Vyavhar looks like Nishchay, but it is Vyavhar, it is not Nishchay. That much we are not able to understand. So for us, we remain ignorant, we remain in perversion. Okay. Then he says, if such a Shrota is not worthy of your Upadesh, Deshna, then who is worthy? What are the characteristics of a worthy Shrota? He says, next, Sutra number 8, Chand number 8. Vyavhara Nishchayau Yaha Prabudhya Tatvena Bhavati Madhyastaha Prapnoti Deshanayaha Sa Eva Phalam Avikalam Shishyaha. Vyavhara Nishchaya Yau Yaha. See, 3 ya are there. Vyavhara Nishchayau Yaha. So here it is Dvitiya, Dvivachan hai yahan par. Vyavhar and Nishchay both talk about reality. Prabudhya means intelligent. Yatharth, know both Nishchay and Vyavhar and be impartial to both. Now this is your Chhe Dhala. You have to take Nishchay and Vyavhar as 2 ropes, but you don't have to hold on to both. You should know how to keep moving both. Then the churning will happen. So, madhyasth, he becomes madhyasth ho jata hai, impartial ho jata hai. And he does not take side of nishchay or vyavhar. Such a shishya will get the fruit of the deshna. है ना? Avikkalam, संपूर्ण फल की प्राप्ति कर. Vikal means incomplete. Sakal means complete. Purna, full. Shishya. Now they give one quotation from the Anagar Dharmamrit in Prakrit. Jai jinam ayam pavajjaha ta ma vavahara nichaye muyaha ekkena vina chijjai titham annena punatacham. Jai yadi, jai means yadi, जिन मत में प्रवर्जह, जिन मत में प्रवर्जह. If you want to progress on the path of the jinas, then don't give up ma vyavahara nichaya muyaha. Muya means free. Don't free yourself from nishchay and vyavahar. That means don't take any one side also, don't give them up also. Because you all have learnt in Adhyatma ke Nay, without one तीर्थ विल का लोप हो जाएगा, विदाउट द अदर वन तत्व का लोप हो जाएगा. दैट मीन्स व्हाट? एकेन विना, विदाउट वन. विच वन? व्यवहार. तीर्थ विल नॉट बी देयर, एंड विदाउट द निश्चय तत्व विल नॉट. अन्नेन विना पुनतचम. सौरभ सर, यू आर एबल टू रीड द प्राकृत ग्रामर से थोड़ा थोड़ा, है
Yes,
ना?
ma'am.
जिन मुक्त
Yeah.
में प्रवर्जह, तो ता यानी तो अव्यय, मां नहीं, मुयह व्यवहार निश्चये, एकेन विना, एक के बिना, छिज्जयी नष्ट होता है तीर्थम, अन्य के बिना पुनः तत्वम.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the one. Now they are going to give from here only the text starts. This was all a prelude, Manglacharan, prelude, everything. Now what is Purush and what is the Purushartha Siddhyupai, everything will start from here. I think in the last class I did up to 12 for them. Yeah, up to 12 I finished. So can you all sit for 10 minutes? I'll come up to 12 and leave it. Just give
Yes,
me a
ma'am.
minute. I'll have some water and come. I'll have some water and come.
Yes.
Are Baba, oh my Bhakti, you are.
Sorry, dear, and thank you. Yes, chalo. Yeah. Granth Praram. Pratham hi Purush ka Swarup. They are going to tell us the nature of Purush. Purush means what? We understand Purush means male. Stri means female. But here they are going to give you a total different dimension to it. Puru means Jnana, Darshana, Chetana, Swarup, Atma is called Puru. The consciousness that is self-realized. Puru means Uttam Chetana Gun. See, sorry, don't take this meaning. That's realized. Uttam Chetana Gun me. Puru means Uttam Chetana Gun. Chetana means consciousness, pure consciousness. Unadulterated. See, Atma is unadulterated, but we don't understand it. So that is the adulteration. You understand? We don't understand that unadulteration is only the adulteration. You understand? Adulteration means mixing. So even though the water is with the contaminants, it is pure water. It is unadulterated. That water molecule is not mixed with anything. Not an iota of the contaminants have entered into the water molecule. You know, they are all with it, but not in it. Like that, Moh, Rag, Dvesh are all with the Atma, but not in the Atma. In the Atma, if you go, there's only Gyan, Darshan, Chaitanya, Sukh, Virya, etc. Anant, 47 Shaktis, all that. We have not realized. Matlab that Chetana has not realized the Chetana. Chetana. Cheta nahi hai. Chetana. Cheta means Hosh. Hosh means consciousness. The conscious is not conscious of its consciousness. Okay. So this consciousness is Puru and Sete. Sete means one who is absorbed in it and is the Swami of it. Nath of it. We have all this Tirthankar Bhagwan mein Nath, no? Except Rishabhadev, Ajit Nath, Parashnath, Sumati Nath. Nath means who is the master of his self. Who knows that he is only a knower and seer and infinitely he is a knower and seer. He's been a knower and seer. He is not the doer. And he enjoys being that knower and seer. Is called Purushartha. Artha means Prayojan. So the Nath of this Jnana Darshan Chaitanya Swarup is called Purusha. Understood? Now let us read the sutra. Asti Purusha Chidatma. Asti means hai. You don't have to become hai. It is Purushas Chidatma. Vivarjitaha Sparsha Rasa Gandha Varnaihi. Vivarjita means it is devoid of Sparsha Rasa Gandha Varna. You all know Sparsha. Touch, taste, smell, color. And it is with Guna Pariyaya Samavetaha. It is with the Gun and Pariyay. Samahitaha. Samahita means it is with some Udaya Vyaya Dravyaihi. Every moment in this Chetana, Utpad Vyaya Dravya is happening simultaneously. Okay, now listen to me very carefully. You have to put two things here. No, three fingers. Utpad, Vyay, Dravya. Okay? Listen to me carefully. In the Agam tradition, they will say in which all the Utpad, Vyay, Dravya is happening is Jeev. But in the spiritual tradition, you have to understand that I am the Dhruv in which the Utpad, Vyay are happening. So you ignore the Utpad, Vyay, you focus on the Dravya, you realize it, and then you become unmindful even of Samyak Darshan and Keval Gyan ka Utpad, Vyay of Mithyatva. Then Samyak Darshan happens. Thoda samajh mein aaya? But if you're always worried about the Utpad, Vyay, when Samyak Darshan will come, when Samyak Gyan will come, when this thing will be correct, when that will be correct, that means you're worried about the Utpad, Vyay. You're not taking cognizance of the Trikali, Dhruv, Gyayak Bhav. So we remain Mithya Darshan. So we are not Purusha. समझ में आया क्या?
So the
Yes,
bottom
ma'am.
line is
Yes,
just
yes, ma'am.
focus on the dravya, on the substance alone. Everything will automatically fall in place.
When you say focus, the focus will happen in one pariyai. Oh, only when I focus, I am the dravya. No, even I'm not focusing, I am this. When that focus has to happen, it will happen.
So just be in the dravya alone.
No, just realize I am this only. Again, when you say just be in this, means some karta buddhi is attached. That karta buddhi is pariyai buddhi.
So realize is also an act, no, ma'am.
So the realization that I am this, that's all. Enjoy that, that's all. When Samyak Darshan has to happen, when Keval Gyan has to happen, it will happen. I am enjoying being that Trikali, Dhruv, Dravya. That's all. I'm not worried about the Utpadvyay. That is detachment. That is Vitaragi Bhav.
Ma'am, this would be from anxiety-free
Yes.
directive.
Yes. So we have loaded our mind consciousness with anxiety, where we are seeing the consciousness. That anxiety only is putting us down, and we think, oh, we are all on the path of moksha. That anxiety is obscuring the consciousness. So realization that I am the consciousness only will help you to get rid of the anxiety. But I'm anxious when I'll realize this consciousness, when I will get it, that will happen in Utpad and Vyay. When it is to happen, it will happen. Become, kya bole, anxiety free of it. Realize that I am this. I have been this, I am that forever. Oh, when Siddha Pariyai will come, when Aryan, no, you're worried about Utpad and Vyay. You're worried about the Pariyai. Pariyai buddhi is Mithya Drishti buddhi. Dravya Drishti is Samyak Drishti. Will get Samyak Darshan. But if you're worried about Samyak Darshan, that means you're worried about the Pariyai. Samyak Darshan is Pariyai. Aryanta Dasha is Pariyai. Siddha Dasha is Pariyai. But Atma is beyond all the Pariyai. You're able to see things. Are you able to see things?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The only challenge, ma'am, is that although at intellectual level it is becoming clearer, but at the faith level it is still
It will come, no?
distant far.
Yeah, intellectual level में clarity होने के बाद faith will come. Don't worry, be on the path. Keep exploring,
Okay.
keep reading more about such things. Then it will hit you.
Okay, ma'am.
And again, it will hit you means it will hit you in the pariyai only. So you're worried again about the pariyai. It will hit you. When it will hit me, ma'am told it will hit me. It is not yet hitting me. That means you're worried about the pariyai.
True.
Everywhere you have to keep putting this and keep slicing it. Then it will happen.
Right. Thank you.
Clear it. थोड़ा समझ में आया
Yeah.
कि नहीं आया?
Yeah.
You not read all these 3 years. What we are talking now, you won't understand anything. So first foundation stone has been laid. Now building up.
Yes.
Okay. Chalo. So understood this? Asti, asti, I am. Hey, I am. Believe I am Purusha. I am Chidatma. I am without Varna, Gandha, Rasa, Sparsha. I am with Guna Pariyai, in which Utpad Vyaya is happening. But I will focus on the Drovya. I am the Drovya. That's all. Finished. Over. Moksha Marga Padai Khatam. Enjoy being that Drovya and become fearless. Fearless. Fearlessness will come. Fearlessness. Okay, fear is coming. Okay, Mohaniya Karm, fear has come. I'm only a knower of it. I am that knower, seer, every moment. Oh, fear has come. Mohaniya Karm se aaya hai. It is different. I am different. Okay, hunger. Khane ka bhav aa gaya. I'm in first gunastan. No. So karma is there. No. So uske karan bhav aa gaya. That time also I'm a knower and see. Okay, upvas ka bhav aa gaya. Bhav is a pariyay. I'm a knower and seer of that bhav. That knower and seer is every moment present, but we are not taking cognizance of it. So we are not Purush. Even though physically, Naam Karm ke uday se we are Purush. But actually speaking, we are from the spiritual point of view, we are all Napumsak. Because we are not the Nath of Atma. We are thinking Pudgal ke Nath hai, Pati ke Patni ke Nath hai, Bachon ke Nath hai, Apne Nath nahi hai.
Yeah.
So we are Anath.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to preach. I have to teach. Now this verse में दिया है 3 दोष, अव्याप्ति, अतिव्याप्ति, असंभव दोष. Asambhav. In the Purush, nothing else is there. Other than apne gun and paryay, nothing else is there in that asambhav. कि आत्मा में मोह राग द्वेष है, असंभव. आनंद करो, असंभव है ही नहीं मेरे, मोह राग द्वेष ही नहीं है. बोलो किसको खत्म करना? What do you want to destroy? Nothing is there in you. But no, I have to destroy. Oh, that I is that ego, that kashai, man kashai talking. I have to do it. Anadi Kal say this bhasha only this Atma knows. I have to do, I want to do, I will do, I shall do. Then only this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. It is like a lady who is not a widow and she's telling, I will wear bangles, only then I am a Suhagan. I will wear bindi, then only I am. Arey, you are already a Suhagan. You wear bindi or not? You take Muni Vrat or not? You take Shravak Vrat or you are that. And the more you want to be with this bhav, you will detach from other things. Then that bhav is vrata. Samiti, Gupti, everything will come. So without understanding the Purush, the Purusharth, real Purusharth will not happen. And Siddhi of that Atma will not happen. So what is the Upai? Upai means the method by which this Purush ke arth ki Siddhi ho sake is all in Purushartha Siddhi Upai text. Am I clear? Chalo, पढ़ लेना
Yes,
आप
ma'am.
लोग 3 दोष इस context में what they are telling. Read each and every line and word carefully. Make notes. Make notes. Read the book, make notes. Oh yes, this I've understood. This I've understood. Points. If possible, teach somebody. मम्मी, डैडी, भाई, बहन, पति, पत्नी, कोई भी है. पकड़ो, पढ़ाओ, अपना clarity हो जाए. पकड़ो, लोगों को पकड़ के बताओ. Not for them, for our own self. फेसबुक पे 4 लोगों को बैठ के पढ़ाओ. घर में नहीं मिलते, फेसबुक पे पढ़ाओ, व्हाट्सएप पे पढ़ाओ. चलो मैं तुमको गिफ्ट दूंगा 100 रुपए, 1 घंटा मेरा लेक्चर सुन. है ना? Do something.
Yeah,
See, just
true.
yesterday I read one very nice quotation, Dharam ki dalali is हीरे की dalali. And sansar ki dalali is koile ki dalali. That means what? If you're a broker of dharma, you are a broker of diamonds. But if you're a broker of sansar things, you buy this property, you buy this share, you do this, you do that, you go to India, you go to this, you go to that, is koi like coal, charcoal ki dalali. And so all of you become brokers of dharma. Share broker, land broker, this broker, that broker. I am a broker of Paramagam, of Kundakunda. Kundakunda Acharya ka brokerage hai mere paas.
Very nice, ma'am.
There is a there is a whole chapter on this, ma'am, in Tirukural, also written by Kundukundacharya, called Aran Valiyuruttal. That is, he is telling about the strength of virtues of practicing dharma.
क्या वापस बोलो.
In Tirukural, ma'am, which is written by Kundukundacharya, as we all believe in, the 4th chapter is called Aran Valiyuruttal. That means talking about the potential of virtues, that is strengthening of virtues, where he says do dharma all the time, every moment in your life, and there he talks about this doing dharma is like accumulating diamonds.
See, आ गया. Thank you. Give lo. Yes, dear. Very, very nice. Very nice. I don't know. I love this sentence. I just read and my day is made. Okay, chalo, come. No time to even do that. Oh. Okay. 10th verse. We are in the 10th verse. I'll quickly do till 12 and leave you. And then 2 weeks, I will not disturb you. You will tell me when to appear. Parinamamano nityam jnana vivartair anadi santatya parinamanam svesham sabhavati karta cha bhokta cha. You're all enjoying my Sanskrit reading?
Yes, ma'am.
थोड़ा देवनागरी सीख लो, देवनागरी लिपि सीख लो. Parinamamano nityam. This Purusha is forever operating through its paryay. Parinamamano. But it is nitya, Dhruv. Look at my finger. Parinamamano, the gunas are operating through the paryay, but it is the Trikali, Dhruv, Dravya. Jnana vivartair anadi santatya. Gyan adi guno mein. In the Gyan, see, in this Atma Dravya, Gyan adi gun are there. But the vikar of rag is also happening. Because of the presence of the Mohaniya karma, the rag vikar matlab vikrit karya. Like your milk is sweet. To say curdled, no. It is vikar. Vikrit karya is called vikar. And then it thinks it is the doer of raga dvesha. Karta bhokta cha. Ragadi parinamo ka, it is the karta bhokta. Now here, very beautifully, 2 things are going to come, which we will discuss in the 3rd paper. If you want, you read it in this. I'm not going to explain it now. Vyapya vyapak bhav, bhavya bhavak bhav. Remember these 2 phrases. They will be opened up in the 3rd paper, Samaysar Anushilan. So is the Atma the doer of Gyan or of Rag? We have to understand later on. Okay. So read this. Chaitanya Purush, Anadi Kalse. It is with the Gyan Darshan Charitra, but it is with the wrong Gyan Darshan Charitra. So the Rag Adi is happening. And it considers itself to be the doer of Raga, Dvesha, etc. So even though the Purush is Chaitana Swarup, Gyan Darshan Swarup, where all the gadbad has happened, since when? Since Anadikal. No beginning for this. No beginning for this. Okay. Next one, verse number 11. So he's telling if the Atma is with all this rag, how it will become uski siddhi kaise hogi? How it will be purified? How it will become pure? So he says, Sarva vivarto tirnam yada sa chaitanyam achalam apnoti bhavati tada krit krityah samyak purshartha siddhim apannaha. That means what? When. Yada means when. You all remember yada hi dharmasya jab. Read Bhagavad Gita also. Read Upanishads. Read. 90% of your time spent for reading, understanding, exploring. One life you give for your Atma. Anant life you have given for all Anatma things. One life give for Atma. 24/7 talk about Atma. But not to people, to yourself. And people will throw you out of their lives. Be in their lives, but at the same time, be for yourself. To them, you talk, play, whatever they like, you do for them. For yourself, enjoy doing the Atma talk. Okay. So how like a madman, he doesn't bother what people think. He's mad. He's enjoying his madness. Like that madness. See, spirituality is madness. Enjoy that madness. You want to feel like dancing, dance. You want to sing, sing. Don't see what people will say. Sabse bada rog kya kahenge log. You feel like dancing, dance. You feel like singing, sing. You know? You feel like baking a cake and eating. मैं शुद्धात्मा हूँ. I'm not baking a cake. Bake a cake. We are not Muni now, no, that we should not bake a cake. Okay, bake, but know the way to bake a cake, no, with enjoyment. So all your cells will be happy. Your body is happy, your mind is happy, your cells will be happy. तो आनंद आपका स्वभाव है ना, लूटो उसको. No, 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 blah, blah, blah. Okay, मर. है ना, हर समय आनंद में रहना. चित्त की प्रसन्नता, ये भगवान की पूजा का फल है. Even though you're not doing the physical puja, every time your चित्त is prasanna with the thought that I am Atma, ये पूजा का फल है. You do the puja and you come, oh my God, I should have done the puja like this. I didn't do like this. Oh, you're sulking. Means what puja you have done? Look, Bhagwan, how happy he is. Why you are not able to be happy? Why you are not able? Why are you conditioning yourself in that unhappiness? So everything. Happiness is a state of the mind. So Bhavya, Bhavak, Vyapya, Vyapak, we'll do it later on, leisurely. So now come back to the 11th one. He says, Jab, that Ashuddha Atma, when it sees itself beyond all the Ashuddhi, it is the water with all the contaminants, sees itself as pure water, then all the contaminants will settle down. Like that, when the Atma in the presence amidst all the impurities, Dravya-karam, Bhav-karam, No-karam, all the impurities are present. Amidst all that, in the middle of all that, I am the pure soul. I am that Nishkampa Chaitanya Swarup, Atma. Okay? Then this Atma will do the right Purusharth and its purpose of eternal happiness will be accomplished. And it will become Krit Kritya. Kritya means that which has to be done. Krit means Bhut Kridant, Kar liya, ho gaya. That which has to be done has been done. That which has to be accomplished is accomplished. Okay. So till here we have done 11th one. Read all the 11 verses, revise, read the commentary and come in the next class. I'll stop with this. 11th.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jai Jinendra.
Thank you
Jai
very
Jinendra.
much, ma'am. Jai
Thank you,
Jinendra.
ma'am.
One question.
Pucho.
What's the difference between Purusharth Siddhi Upaya and Ratnakaran Shavakacharya?
Oh, Ratnakaran is by Samant Bhadra Acharya.
But the
And-
subject remains the same.
Shravakacharya.
Okay.
But I think Ratnakaranda Shavakacharya gives more practical methodologies, whereas this
Vyavahar,
one
Vyavahar.
addresses the spiritual Atma the thing actually.
Yes. So Purusharth Siddhi Upaya is more of from the spiritual dimension. Or Ratnakaran mein spiritual and Vyavahar, dono hai.
Okay. Okay.
Spiritual and Vyavahar, dono hai. Correct.
Okay.
And there's a
Okay.
very nice open book exam happening of Ratnakaran Shravakacharya. All of you, please take that open book exam. That will help you to read every line of Ratnakaran. I've completed 1008 questions. And yesterday in the dream also, I was thinking about 5-6 questions which I have not answered. I'm yet exploring the answer of it. In my
Hmm.
But
dream also.
that's in Hindi, na ma'am.
Yes. It is in Hindi. Wonderful book. Wonderful question bank. And all the answers are very simple and easy to find. You won't believe it. I bought another set and I registered my husband's name. I got another set and I've given it to him. He's yet to even open it. And I have completed it. I'm not boasting, dear, but I care for him, so I'm talking for him.
Where do you get that book from?
Primary gown and mukhya is different, na ma'am.
Ah,
The priorities are different from person to person.
But I want him also to read all these texts and take it with him. No, I don't want any diamond jewelry from him.
Okay.
I want him, huh? Okay, where you will get it means you are just send me a message. I'll send you the link. Satpat
Okay.
Foundation. They did the Moksmark Prakashak open book exam, and now it
Okay.
is Ratnakaran Shravakacharya. Very beautiful text. I have fallen in love with the text. So
Right, ma'am.
beautifully done. So you may get a copy of it from your library, the textbook.
Yeah.
Kasliwal ji ki commentary, Ratnakaran Shravakacharya. And you have to answer everything online also and send them the hard copy also. Just for the
Okay.
knowledge, you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of you get it. Do it.
Okay, ma'am. I'll send it.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
every
ma'am.
day, every time read do actual textual study. Actual matlab, not just reading the translation and the commentaries. The shlok roop mein you should do it. ठीक है, चलो. निज निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है उसके लिए जिन वाणी वंदना शतबार
है।
जय जिनेन्द्र. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.